Snail something or something snail or whatever. Snail's in the title somewhere. So, yeah. Okay, so I need my ears. Bye. It should be. Yep, Snail the Simp. Uh, individual words. Well, just check my account name, that Leighton Jenner. Ah, really? Bitch. Ah, well. Idiot. I'm a huntress. Of course I'm going to have Iron Maiden.
God damn it. Oh, I hate Huntress.
So, because I hate Huntress. Well, now I'm doing fucking Huntress again, so. Because of Ray.
So I designed this little invention here that helps solve a problem for literally only one person in the entire world. You see, Chris Olsen is a content creator, and he travels the entire world filming himself delivering coffee to celebrities like Tom Daly, JoJo Siwa, and Austin Butler. So I wanted to figure out what the perfect distance was to film your coffee. Once I had that, I could measure my coffee cup and my phone. So then I got extra cozy on the couch so I could design a 3D model of this invention to send off to the 3D printers. And I patiently waited for that to print, grabbed the first piece, got the second one going, also got that. And of course the two pieces fit perfectly together. I got my phone in there, then I slid the coffee cup, and it was looking great. So now when Chris goes to film himself delivering coffee all over the world, he has the scientifically perfect angle every single time. So I designed...
For my money, there are few series finales as strong as King of the Hill's To Sirloin with Love. But if you're a big King of the Hill fan like me, you might also know that To Sirloin with Love wasn't actually the show's first attempt at a series finale. Back in season 11, it appeared as though the show was going to be canceled by Fox, and so when the production team realized this, they decided that the episode Lucky's Wedding Suit would make a fitting series finale. That's why so many characters from the show's history show up to Luann's wedding, even if it doesn't make all that much sense that they would be there. But what I didn't realize until recently is that an entire additional sequence was animated for this potential series finale, and then scrapped when the show was renewed at the last minute. Recently, series writer and producer Jim Totreve actually posted this original series finale in its entirety on Facebook, and let me tell you, it is absolutely fascinating. It even includes a reveal that the entire show takes place over one single year. So today, I want to dive deep into what they originally wrote in the King of the Hill series finale, what this means for the series as a whole, and also what it could actually mean for the potential revival series that may be on the horizon. You ready?
Yep.
Yep. But first, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Babbel. Learning a new language can be daunting, but there are so many reasons to expand your lingual skills. Not sure if you realize this, but I'm actually Italian. Yeah, Gianni Tucello's. It's Italian. So I would love to visit Italy, but but that will be so much easier for me if I listen to the description to battle. Once again, I appreciate that Luann getting married covered alternate ending for Lucky's wedding suit has some absolutely wild reveals and implications, but first, let's talk a bit about Lucky's wedding suit as a finale. While I don't think the episode itself is a great candidate for a final episode of the series, the final scene is really great. Luann is such a huge part of the show, and the entire series began with Luann moving in with the Hills. I appreciate that Luann getting married and officially starting her own family is a place where the show could have potentially ended. Plus, I've always loved when they use Mangione's Feel So Good at emotional moments in the show, and the transition from the wedding march into Chuck, it's excellent. I also appreciate this little emotional outburst from Hank.
I've got, well, I guess you'd call it emotions.
There is a lot to like about how they executed these final moments. That being said, the original ending makes a lot more commentary on the series as a whole in super interesting ways. Apologies for the low quality video. For now, all we've got is Jim Creeps' cell phone recording of the final version, but it's better than nothing. First of all, there's this wild revelation that I mentioned up top.
Boy, I can't believe it was just a year ago that Luann's mama stabbed her daddy with a fork when she moved into our house. Feels like 10.
So yeah, this alternate ending reveals that the entirety of the events of all 11 seasons of King of the Hill up to this point had taken place over a single year, despite the continuity that states otherwise. And this, I think, is a pretty funny bit, especially for an episodic sitcom that takes place in a floating timeline. Obviously, it can't possibly take into account the fact that there are multiple Thanksgiving and Christmas episodes, or the events that were pretty specific to the year they took place, like the election, but I still really appreciate this. Jim Dotrieve actually talked about it in his Facebook post as well. I wrote the end scene you see here with the conceits that writers had often joked about, that the entire series had taken place over 1 year. Continuity be damned. So it's pretty clear to me that this was always sort of meant to be tongue-in-cheek, a way to acknowledge that the characters never age and have a fun reveal for the end of the series. The scene continues with some great shoutouts to classic episodes, and the context of them all taking place in the same year is very funny.
We had a twister and a flood. We burned down the fire station. Bobby burned down our church. And lest we forget, the Megalomart blew up and killed Buckley and darn near killed you, Hank.
So this is referencing the episodes Texas City Twister, Après Hank Le Deluge, A Firefighting We Will Go, Revenge of the Lutefisk, and Propane Boom Parts 1 and 2. I love that they've just highlighted all of the craziest stuff that's happened in Arlen over the series. It all sounds so absurd when listed back to back. They continue to allude to the greatest hits and list all of Hank's various ailments throughout the series. Then they say something really interesting.
Remember that time I stole the tank from the army base?
That never happened. And I wasn't born in a bathroom at Yankee Stadium while Cotton tried to kill Castro with the blow dart.
The clip goes on to explain that these episodes were actually just vivid dreams that Bill had after eating at a Hungarian restaurant in the Manorberry. So this is wildly fascinating. Basically, at the 11th hour, the writing staff decided to decanonize a couple of major episodes in the show. Jim Dotrieve talked about this too. We even bought back some of the events of the series. For instance, Bill stealing a tank. Mike Judge never really liked that, as he felt it was too big and kind of shark jumpy. And native Texan that I am, I never liked Hank being born in New York. So, for one, it's really interesting to hear some of the regrets that Mike Judge and the writers may have had over the course of the show's entire run. I really love the episodes they mentioned personally, but the fact that they were going to completely decanonize them is really wild. It's interesting. And I actually think it also probably speaks to how Judge and Co. might approach the upcoming King of the Hill revival if it ever gets off the ground, which I expect it will. It seems very possible that for a revival, they could pick and choose which stuff they maintain continuity with. Will they ignore or decanonize the fact that Hank was born in New York? Would they bring back Cotton even though he dies in season 12? Is there anything they might change continuity-wise to address the loss of Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty as Luann and Lucky? Mike Judge also recently brought back Beavis and Butthead, which is great, by the way, but that show went a very interesting route with how they modernized it. The film, Do the Universe, actually went to great lengths to explain how Beavis and Butthead moved from 1998 to 2022 via a wormhole. But despite this, when the show returned and the duo lived in 2022, they still just brought back all the same characters from the old series at the same ages they existed in back in 1998. No real explanation why. So it seems like Judge is willing to fudge the timeline for the stories he wants to tell. Granted, I know King of the Hill is much more reliant on story and continuity than Beavis and Butthead, but it's still, I think, a worthwhile precedent to look at. Okay, let's dive back into this alternate finale, because there are a lot of things to love about the way they wrapped this up. After the bit about Bill's vivid decanonizing dreams, they start to list off some of the wilder things that have happened over the series once again.
Heck, I wish it was a dream when I got arrested for fishing with crack or when Peggy had pictures of her feet taken for perverts, or when Bobby was a husky boy clothes model.
I think what I love about this little sequence is specifically the way the gang smiles as they think back fondly on all of these events. It mirrors us as the audience, remembering how fun and ridiculous those episodes can be, just as our time in Arlen is coming to a close. It's really nice.
Yeah, that boy ain't right, but he's a good kid. All in all, it's been a pretty good run this year, I'll tell you what.
But I think the nicest touch here is everything that follows. The gang gives their usual yeps. Hank feels the back of his neck where a mosquito sits, flying off. The camera pans up, 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 all the way to the Arlen Water Tower, where the series would have ended. This final shot perfectly mirrors the pilot episode's opening shot, which pans down from a sky-high view of Arlen until a mosquito comes into view, which then lands on Hank's neck as he smacks it with his hand. A beautiful and symbolic way to end the series. Now, like I said, Lucky's wedding suit certainly would not be my choice as a series finale, but I have to give them credit for what they pulled off in this added finale sequence. It does some really...
Okay, let's try this absolute nonsense again. Slightly better map. Bitch. All right, enemy here. bitch. Cool. What were y'all yelling about? Well, you knew that I was playing. Oh, yeah, I can't hear you. The fuck? Why am I using these? Oh, I don't have the ricochet one? Okay, Ray, I'm gonna be playing Trickster.
References back to the series with admiration and beautifully mirrors the opening of the show. I still think To Sirloin with Love is a much better finale. In fact, it's about as perfect of a series finale as you can have, but I really appreciate their first attempt here, even if fate had different plans. And before any of you comment, yes, To Sirloin with Love is the series finale, not another manic con day. The show was cut short by 4 episodes on Fox, and they burned off the remaining 4 in syndication. So though they aired afterwards, To Sirloin with Love was always meant to be the series finale. Every time I refer to it as the finale, I get comments arguing that it isn't. It is, I promise. But wow, I had no idea this alternate ending.
Yeah. Boop. Down. Thank you.
It would be super unnecessary if I made gummy bears in the shape of a human centipede. So obviously I made a 3D model of a human centipede, and I sent those over to my 3D printer. I actually printed them out the results what the two final versions actually looks like. So then I grabbed this silicone mixture, just an easy part A, part B mixture, and stir it all together, and then I just worked into the mold of the human centipede and the intestines, and I waited 30 minutes until it was time to take them out of the mold, and this came out like fun. They were looking good. This one was a breeze. And I found this super random Bob Ross gummy kit. It should have everything I need. I boiled some water and I put in the candy mix and stirred it up real nice and poured it into the first bowl. Well, that was in the fridge. I started filling in the human centipede part of it and put that in there as well. Once the intestines were hardened, I could take it out and insert it inside the human centipede, and I filled up the rest of the mold. And in no time, the gummy candy was hard and I could take it out. I carefully removed our gummy human centipede from its mold, and it came out just as creepy and delicious as I told it was. So, with these super heads.
Who? The Jeff? It's like his juggalo fucking ghost makeup, whatever. Yeah. Well, a gigolo is a thing. That's a different thing entirely, though, right? Juggalo is a insane clown posse fan. Yep.
It would be super unnecessary if I made gummy bears.
Playing Batman the second time.
It's all good.
I must see the tricks of goodness.
Yeah, I had the stream up too. It's all good.
새끼는. 에이.
Idiot. Yo. Oh. I didn't hear it. Oh. Well, that didn't really matter. Oh. Bullet streaming XCOM. Yeah, I'll watch him play that. And I just realized how hungry I am, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. Okay, I'll return.